All right, everybody, welcome to ARTiZM episode 26. Today we have an animator known as DeadlyComics. What's up, dude?
Yay, hello. How's it
So,
going? I'm good.
if you had to give because I've seen a lot of your work and I was actually just watching it. How would you kind of describe it if you had to put it into one? So I don't know if someone was like, "What kind of stuff do you make?" What would you say?
I guess animations is what it boils down to for the most part.
Yeah. I saw the data moshing thing was super cool. The dog. And
Oh, that one. Yeah, no one's seen that one. That's like the least viewed video.
well, I thought it was cool. I think a lot of the very recent ones, like the stand up videos are hilarious, but a lot of the very recent ones were super cool. I forget what it's called, but it's with all the pictures on the wall that are YouTube videos or whatever.
That like the 3D one?
Yeah, where it floods at the end.
Yeah, no one's seen that one either. I like that one. That was a project in high school where we could just do whatever. And I don't know. I like those projects a lot because that's the most freedom.
Yeah.
But what I did was just
No, go ahead.
Okay. For that was just I took out my camcorder and had all those old videos recorded as a kid and then just stuck them as textures.
Okay. That's interesting. And then what was there an underlying message behind it then? Like a theme of I don't know, everything getting flooded or
I think it was very experimental, using only the very basics of Blender. I think I was hoping someone else would come up with a deep meaning behind all of it. and then explain it and then be like, yeah.
Just be like, that's exactly what I had in mind going in.
Yep.
You caught me.
Right.
So is Brian Regan the guy who you used for your cup of dirt, and is he your favorite comedian?
Probably, yeah, he's one of them, I guess. I listen to a lot of comedy. And
okay.
Yeah.
Why did you decide to what inspired you to make a visual for it?
Well, let's see. Well, the first one happened just because I was trying to learn how to use Flash and trying to think of something to do. And I was at the time when the Pony Show was really popular. So I was just like, okay, I'll try to do this and I'll take this audio and make the characters talk to it. And I don't know.
Going, you're good. Yeah, just fuck it. Why not?
Yeah.
What's the Pony Show?
The My Little Pony.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, you referred to it as a Pony Show. I figured there might have been more than one.
Nah, that's the big one, I guess.
Yeah. So, do you consider yourself a brony?
I don't know. I'm just a fan of the show.
Okay. So a fan of the show, because it's something that I realized is super popular after seeing your channel and then realizing there's a lot of people that animate with the ponies, right?
Yeah.
And it was just I had no idea it was so popular. I thought niche. It's pretty niche, but still there's a following.
Yeah,
that's pretty sizable.
It used to be a lot bigger than it was. It's kind of dwindling down now, I guess. A lot of people are losing interest and moving on to other things, and I'm kind of in that boat too.
Okay. Onto other things like what?
Well, what I've been busy with mostly right now is just schoolwork, which is animating, which is just doing more original stuff, I guess. A lot of the recent videos I've done were just school projects that I threw up there.
Yeah. So was the Whereabouts Are You Coming From? Was that a school project?
Yep.
So I watched, I looked up children's talking because But the voice, like the voice is the way you painted it with the visuals, it made it seem like super creepy. Like, what was the idea behind wanting to
I
take
wasn't.
this audio out of context? Like,
I think I don't know. I like listening to that stuff sometimes. It's like weirdly relaxing. There was
mm,
another clip I wanted to use from it, but it was too long. So I just took this because it was interesting and maybe I could do something like creature comforts with it.
got it. So, why, what, why do you want to be an animator?
Ah, that's
It's a loaded question, I know.
yeah. I guess it's like the only thing that I know really. It's the it's the one thing I can kind of do and the one thing that I really enjoy doing.
Mm.
And if I can't do it, I am doomed.
I like that. That's the way I always think about it. It's like people always kind of like, oh, what's your backup plan? I'm like, I don't really have one. It's just like
Yeah.
if I don't do this, I'm fucked. Like you don't understand.
Yeah. Like you have to if you really want to do it, then you really gotta focus on it. Like if you have backups in mind, then maybe it's not what your heart's set on completely.
Yeah, I mean, you can't have one foot in and one foot out, right? So
Yeah,
it's just like
gotta go all in.
so. Where school, college? Where do you see yourself going? Just like more original work, more YouTube.
I'm gonna go wherever the winds take me, I guess. Like
Mm.
I always think if you have a path um so planned out, like to the finest detail, then you don't give yourself a lot of room to kind of end up in a place you might not have expected. Is it hard to
Yeah,
put into words? But
no. I completely get that. It's like when I first started doing YouTube sketches, I was just making them. If you had told me I would be like doing a podcast like 6 months ago, I'd be like, you're fucking crazy. Like,
yeah,
why would I do that? And it's just like, so I've always had this kind of like, I have an end goal of like a subscriber count I want to reach, right? But how I get there, it's kind of like however I can.
yeah,
An end state that I want to reach. Like, but everything else is adaptable.
right. For me, that would be showrunner. Just get a cartoon. That'll
Mm.
be when I have finally accomplished what I set out to do, I guess.
Nice. Yeah, it's weird. Like you have this final goal. Like I have no idea how I'm gonna feel when I hit that. I'll just be like, "Whoa,
Yeah,
what's reality right now?" It doesn't
right.
make
And then
sense.
what's next?
Yeah, right. And then you gotta
Right.
just
Yeah.
next step of the journey. Hmm. So I also saw you went to Japan for like how long?
Yep. For a month.
Oh, okay. So it was just like a student exchange program.
Kind of. It was through like a educational organization thing where basically you could go live a month in Japan and study animation.
Mm.
And a lot of it was just like touring the cities. It was probably one of the best experiences of my life, I think.
I mean, like, just from like the brief video, and just, I mean, how it sounds, like, it sounds so cool. Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Me and my friend were gonna go to Japan for like a week this summer, but I think he has to like do some summer classes, so I don't think it's gonna
Oh,
happen.
all
But
right. I
yeah,
recommend it.
I most definitely want to go to Japan.
Yeah, it's super
So,
cool.
are you in what was the drive for the fascination with Japan? Are you into anime and stuff like that?
Yeah, I would say I was a lot more a long time ago, but it's
Mm.
definitely been a huge influence on me
Yeah.
through all this stuff.
Mm. Okay,
Uh,
so what what was like the coolest part of Japan in your opinion?
hmm.
It's probably also just hitting one of the
Yeah, I
hard
have to think
questions.
back. I have to I have to.
How long ago was it? Like,
It was a few summers ago. One or
oh
two.
wow, okay. So
One of the coolest parts was towards the end where we did the homestay, which was like living a week or two with a Japanese family, and that was really cool.
yeah, just to kind of see like the tradition, the actual culture.
Yeah, not like the huge kind of touristy areas that we saw a lot of for the first part.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you're from New York, so it's like when people come and see Times Square as opposed to like what New York actually is.
Yeah, exactly.
That's interesting. So back to the pony thing. For your future animations, are you still gonna draw like the ponies and the animals, or?
Well, what I'm doing right now is I'm on the anthology team, which is basically like a group of people who make a lot of short pony stuff and then put it in one big like hour-long video. So I'm doing that this year, and that's probably going to be the last of the pony thing that I do for the most part.
Is that part of school, or?
Oh no, that's just like a fun
it's just a
online
hobby.
thing.
Got it. Okay. So go ahead.
So I'm gonna do that, and then after that, the next thing I want to do is start a web series.
Ooh,
that's what I keep saying I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna do it for real this time.
Well, now it's on the record, so
yeah.
It's always that's something I've seen like a lot of just like hot like popular figures like rappers and stuff that I like. They're like, yeah, I speak shit into existence, and I'm like, damn, I want to do that. So like, do you have any details that you want to share? If not, I totally understand. There's like a lot of people talk about that thing where if you share too much about an idea, like they shouldn't do it. But
yeah, so I'm probably gonna just keep it quiet. In development for right now.
Yeah. Have you started it at all, or is it just more ideas?
More ideas, getting it all together, like all of the pre-production aspect to it.
Yeah. So also for your Japan trip, that was like basically funded by crowdfunding or Patreon.
Yep.
Damn.
That was
that's awesome.
My dad's idea to do like a kind of crowdfunding thing, and then do like art and stuff as rewards.
Yeah,
which was cool. It helped a lot.
So did you do like what did you do, like commissions for rewards?
Yep, I did some animations, drawings, gave out prints, stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. So how did you this was just like from your fan base that you currently have, right, on YouTube?
I think actually it was a couple. Most of it was actually like friends and family that from like real life.
Okay, got it. So now you have like a solid fan, but you're about to hit 30,000 subscribers. Congrats.
Hey, thanks.
Pre-congrats, I guess. Are you like serious about what you have in mind for YouTube, or is it just something that's kind of like, oh, I have a lot of subscribers, but it's like more for fun?
It's really a for fun thing. Like I can't see myself ever making a living from it. It's so like
strange and unreliable.
Yeah, it's always changing. It's much easier to well, I wouldn't say easier, but it's more reliable to try to find work doing other stuff and just having that as a do whatever kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, you look at what just happened. I don't know if you saw this, but like the YouTube is getting like fucked up right now. Like so many big ads, big brands pulled out, and CPM is fucked up. It's all fucked. I don't know what's gonna happen with that, because it's like so many people watch this shit. Like it's just stupid for the brands to pull out.
Right.
But
I've never really seen it as a way to make a living, but other people have been able to do that, and that's cool.
I would say don't, if you are like trying to be a YouTuber, like the one big advice is like don't put all your chips in that bag because
Yeah,
it could disappear tomorrow.
right.
So so wherever the winds take you for after school, but like would you be cool with like working on for a studio or like on some animated cartoon show, kids show,
Yeah,
whatever?
that's what I'd like to do after school is to get into like doing storyboards and stuff for a cartoon series, and then just
Okay.
work the way up.
Is your okay, so you would want to work your way up from storyboard. So is it that you like storyboarding the best, or would you want to eventually get a different position?
Well, I'd be happy starting out in any position really, but storyboards it has like some of the most control over the finished product since the animation is almost always overseas.
Yeah. Is
So
is
it's
that
just like
true?
for most shows, yeah, on Cartoon Network at least.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yep, like
That's
Adventure
interesting.
Time is all and Steven Universe, all Korea. But the
Okay.
storyboard artist, I've heard since it's all digital now, so storyboard artists have a lot more control over posing and sometimes even animating from scratch to give to the overseas studio for cleanup.
Okay, that makes sense. So is it like do they do it because it's like maybe like outsourcing costs less than
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
it's kind of fucked. But
There's some
yeah.
studios that do still in-house animation like Titmouse, which that's one I want to try to get an internship with at some point.
Okay. What shows have they made?
They did let's see, Motor City. They did I'm trying to think now.
Yeah, I could probably just look them up later also.
Motor
So
City, they did oh what was it? Oh, I can't remember.
it's
I
okay.
don't know. Their stuff always looks super cool.
Yeah. So what is your favorite part of the animation process?
For like just like the stuff that I do.
Yeah, for like so like you have an animation, let's say the whereabouts you come from. So you have that one's not moving so much. Let's say the music video, close the door. Uh you have the original idea, you have the storyboarding, you have the actual animation of it, like the roughs, the cleanup, whatever, coloring. So what part do you enjoy the most?
I think for me that would be whatever part where it really starts to come together and then you start to see how it's going to turn out. And I guess that part
Yeah.
is mostly where you're roughing out the animation.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
that
when
makes
you
sense.
kind of see how it's going to look when it's finished.
Yeah.
And it's
Like
also the most
no,
fun
keep going.
part too.
Yeah, you think? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always funny cuz I get like tons of animators on and I just like to see which parts each person enjoys the most
Yeah.
cuz it's like I don't know. It's
What
telling.
seems what seems to be the favorite?
Um so a lot of it's different. It's different for everybody. A lot of people like the technical aspects of the movement. The a couple one kid recently said he loves all of it, but he said
Yeah.
he one person said he loves to lip sync, and I'm like, you're insane.
Yeah.
um, and then one person said he really likes the story, like basically doing like the composition in the frame.
Yeah.
And it's funny because you could see when these people like favorites are, or like you can kind of read it from what they're saying. You that's the part that you see in their work. That's so like telling. And I mean,
Right.
I looked at your reel, and the one that stuck out to me was the roughs of that fight scene, and I was like, wow, this is like it's just roughs, but it looked super like compelling. And I was like, it didn't even need to have like the coloring or the in betweens or anything.
Oh, right. Yeah. I That's the old one too. I have a
Yeah,
new demo reel that I haven't put up yet,
is
which
it done or are you
doesn't
still
have
adding to it?
I might add to it. I'm doing one more film for school, so I might put that in there somewhere too.
Okay. Got it. So yeah, it's like April. So are you like working on a final right now?
Yep. Doing a
Ooh,
40-second film for animation
god
class.
damn. What's it? What? Let us in on what it's about or not?
Sure. It's like, well, it's basically, since it's 40 seconds, we have to have it as simple and quick as possible. So it's pretty much about a kid who's working on something late into the night, and he's super sleep deprived, so he starts hallucinating.
Oh, those are some of the best trippy animations. Like when shit like
Yeah,
morphs into other shit. That shit is so much fun.
yeah, that's fun stuff.
So like, where do you draw when like coming up with ideas or like working on the way something's gonna move?
For for ideas, it's pretty much whatever's floating around, and I guess I have like a text file full of stuff that I want to do, whether that's music videos or short dumb stuff. And
Yeah, yeah,
let's see. Yeah, that's the end of my sentence.
yeah, yeah. Okay,
I
so
thought there was more, but there wasn't.
it's all good. Yeah, so like for me, ideas do come out of like nothingness, but I have like certain people on YouTube that I watch that kind of bring out the creativity or like bring out like the awe of just like damn this person's so creative and
Oh
insane,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then it want to create. So like, do you have who are your like inspirations
Oh, let's
as far
see.
as like creators?
For online creators, one of the big ones is Joe Gran or Ukuno Joe. He did like Dog of Wisdom and Great the Show and all of that.
Mm.
And also some that I know are like Pika Petey. He's a real cool guy. Like his stuff is it's like nothing that you can find anywhere else really. He's got a style that is all his own.
When you find someone like that, it's just like I have 3 people on YouTube like that, and it's just like I literally just they're my 3 favorite YouTubers. One doesn't even upload anymore. I mean, that's David Firth, and he kind
Oh
of does,
yeah.
but
He's had some
really
new stuff
mostly doesn't.
recently.
Yeah, I saw that. He took it down because it got fucking demonetized because YouTube is a fucking barren
Yeah.
wasteland.
Yeah.
It's trash. But
He's
yeah,
got that
he's
film though that I want to see.
the Meadow Man. Oh no, Cream.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the Meadow Man is something that is just like yeah. But Cream, yeah, looks super cool. I just wish they'd have if they have a fucking showing in the U.S. around here, I will be there. So if you're going, I'll fucking
Yeah.
see you there.
Yeah.
But yeah. So what about these people that you really like? Like when you say Pikapedia, like no one's like him. Like what about his stuff sticks out? Like what's the aspect that nobody can really match?
Um well, a lot of that is like his sense of humor and the stuff that he does. He's
Yeah.
also like one of the most versatile, I guess is the word. Like
Yeah.
he can do 2D, he can do 3D, he does stop motion. Like he doesn't limit himself anywhere, and that's something that's uh, like super inspiring to see. It makes me want to go out and try all those stuff myself.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. It's like whenever I kind of like talk about whatever I'm doing, I try to refrain from using labels like I make this type of I animate or like I do this like because I never want to like put myself in a box by
Right? Yeah,
mistake.
it's
Um
important. And
yeah, it most
Luke no
definitely is.
Joe has that too with the stuff that he does, because he writes it, he animates it. He has all these really cool experimental styles. That's like yeah, that's the inspirational stuff.
Yeah. Well, so I went to school for film production for like 3 semesters, and I went to the University of Colorado, which is like so like everybody there is like obsessed with experimental film,
Yeah.
So we just watched some of like the weirdest shit. And like, I remember second semester, I was in this class for Super 8, and we were watching a bunch of old Super 8 films. And one that we watched was basically just like 11 minutes of like fog, like still shot, nothing happening, but fog like slowly receded. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? And then you have like on the other extreme, like literally just like super fast clips, like it's almost like a fucking shit post, and it's just like super high pitched audio. Then some of the craziest shit you'd ever see, but it like really like diversified my taste, and you know where I go editing wise makes my shit different, which is cool.
Definitely.
Do you have that experience? Because I know you've made like the dog data moshing video, like you've made some experimental looking stuff. So where did that like come from?
Well, that one in particular was actually another school assignment where all we had to do was take videos of leaves and then put them together in a video somehow. So that wasn't as experimental. I also just wanted to figure out how to data mosh. So that's how that happened.
I also want to do that, but I'm lazy.
Oh, it's easier than it looks.
Yeah. I'll probably give it a shot eventually, but I don't know. Editing is so tedious. It's just like,
right, yeah.
But I also love shooting nature. It's like one thing that I could probably get pretty obsessed with. Like if I go outside with my camera, I could probably just stay out there for like the rest of the night. I have to back inside because I always turn around and see something.
Oh yeah, you can get a lot of good stuff from nature.
Yeah, it's for me. It's just like I find it hard to turn that off because once I've been filming for a certain amount of time, I remember I was filming some of my friends' bands they were playing, and like I stopped at one point because I was just tired and I like didn't really care. But I was like, I still had that compulsion to like pull the camera out and keep shooting because it's just like once you like turn the eye on, I guess like it's hard to shut it down.
Right. Yeah.
What's you said you liked My Little Pony and it had a pretty big following at one point. I don't know how old you were when you started, but it's like it seems like a lot of adults like the show, and it's like a kids show. So that's something that I never understood. Is the show like is the writing like compelling, or is it the artwork, or what was it that drew you to the show?
It's just like well put together overall.
Yeah, like, just like all aspects.
It looks nice. It's really for Flash, especially. It's really well animated. Characters are likable. It's kind of like, well, it's like old news at this point.
Yeah.
Most of the people who were big into it, like the best part of it actually is that it introduced me to so many cool people who now have gone on to do other cool original stuff.
Yeah.
So that's where I am too, pretty much.
I like that, and that's cool. But I'm also just interested about like it has such a cult fandom, and I'm just like, how the fuck did that happen? Like it's like a phenomenon.
Yeah.
Why do you think it happened? Why do you think so many people gravitated towards it?
Well, there's like some big history to it that I never really looked into. I think it had something to do with like an article about how the show was, or like TV in general was getting way too commercialized. And then that had a whole bunch of people then start watching it ironically. And then they found out that they really liked it and they just kept watching it.
That's hilarious. No way.
Yeah, so it's like a combination of
dedication to a meme and then kind of becoming the meme.
Yeah, it kind of just fell into a place like that.
I hope that's true. That would be fucking awesome. Just like you're like, oh man, that's great. What if it's like some Illuminati conspiracy shit? Like that article was written just so people would watch ironically, but little do they know, like this shit is
Oh
hypnotizing.
yeah, it's all part of the plan.
Yeah, right. Like My Little Pony wrote that article.
Yeah, I
So
don't know.
yeah, it's always funny. What was that shit called? Where like with the Bernstein Bears or something. I don't know if it was them, but like where the everyone's freaking out about that. Did you read
Oh
about
yeah,
that?
yep.
What's that
Is
anomaly or
that
like that
like the
phenomenon called?
Mandela effect or something?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, just shit like that. It like I never watched the show, so I don't know. But like, did you watch the show? Do you like think it was weird when you saw it spelled one way?
Wait, Bernstein Bears? Are we
Yeah, or
talking
like,
about? Oh,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I was. I'm pretty sure people thought it was Berenstein Bears because that's how they pronounced it. No
yeah,
one ever said Berenstain Bears. So
yeah.
that's my theory on the whole thing. That doesn't matter a whole lot in
People are
the
just
end.
dumb. Yeah, Yeah, I don't know. It's just there's so many weird conspiracies like that, and I'm just like, you guys are searching for stuff that's weird or like making stuff weird. But really, if you just looked at the world's pretty fucking weird in itself. Like, there's so
Yeah,
love art in general. It's like you look at it and it's just all so fucking weird already.
right.
What like why do you want to be an artist? Like, why do you want to make art or like create things?
Well, it's like I guess you could say it's the one thing I've ever known.
Yeah. When did it
That's
start?
all. Ah, start doing it seriously or start ever? Because I
Just
started
ever. Yeah.
before I could remember. As soon as someone put a paper in front of me,
Damn.
because like
Just
we
off it.
all most people I guess started that young, like 3 or as soon as you could hold a pencil. But the difference is like the people who didn't stop, the people who kept going.
Yeah, and the people who like reached the point when they were just kind of like when they actually started trying rather than like the pencils in front of me, so why not?
Yeah, exactly.
So when did you like make the conscious decision to start trying?
I guess that must have been like high school maybe, high school or middle school. I don't
Did you
remember.
know immediately like, hey, this is fucking where I want to take my life?
I think yeah, like high school I guess was around that time. And before that I didn't even realize it was something. I didn't really have a concept of choosing something to do for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
It was just a thing that I did, and then it just became a thing that I kept doing.
Yeah. So it was drawing shifted to animation, right?
Yeah, well, it was comics to begin with, and then I
Okay, like
shifted to animation.
got it. Got it. So did you see something that was like what were your favorite like cartoons that kind of cuz I know for a lot of people they were like, "Oh yeah, I was watching SpongeBob and I was like, I want to make that," you know.
I think the biggest one of that for me was Osamu Tezuka, who did like Astro Boy and all of that.
Okay.
That was like the earliest big influence, which still kind of still a huge influence.
Yeah. So when you're watching like an animated show, because I know I personally don't consider myself an animator in the slightest, so when I'm watching like animated TV shows, I'm not like looking if the lines are nice. Like I'm there for like the laughs or whatever, the story. So
Yeah,
when you're watching an animated TV show, is that the way it looks like super important to you?
I think yeah, visuals are a big part of it since it's a visual thing. Um, I guess it's equal parts visuals and storytelling. Because
Yeah, I guess so.
audio in a way is um, like a nice addition, but not completely necessary.
Yeah. I've heard that argument, and I agree to an extent, but in audio could also be seen as that uh, bare component, and then the visuals are an addition. Like especially
Oh
for
yeah,
you, you've done stand-up comedy visuals, so it's like
right.
okay. So I have a
Yeah.
question with that. So when you were doing the stand-up comedy visuals, and those videos have tons of views, um, so have you ever felt like, oh, people are just coming for the stand-up, or like,
Oh yeah. Those videos, people like them because people like Brian Regan and because he's so talented. And I feel like I'm glad that people like the videos, but um, I don't, I don't really credit myself with people. It's hard to say.
no, I understand. It's an it's a weird it's a weird how much your visuals are playing a part. Um,
Yeah, yeah,
so I'll say they do play a part, because if I was just staring at a black screen and listening to an audio clip, or if I
yeah,
was watching even Brian Regan, like I don't know if I would laugh as much. The laughing of the audience definitely helps, because laughter is infectious. That's why I kind of despise the laugh tracks, because they're cheap gag.
yeah,
But yeah, it's like one thing that I realized after watching that video, I was like, could just basically at this point, if you're just like a wannabe stand-up comedian, you don't even have to like do comedy clubs anymore. You could just record yourself doing your own stand-up, add some laughs, and then animate it or do something like that. And that shit would get views if it was funny. Like,
yeah, yeah,
and then I
totally.
realized like people are kind of already doing that when you have like the pyrocynical animated videos, and like when the YouTubers get themselves animated doing that. So it's like I wonder how long it will be until, because you know how like movies are dying, like people won't leave their houses to go see a movie. So like
Yeah,
shit, like when is stand up gonna kind of, I mean, stand up's probably already dying. I just don't know the stats, and it was probably never as big, so it's not a big story. But I wonder if that direction for stand up is possible. Like I could totally see something like that happening.
like switching over to online.
Yeah, just like not even needing to go out and do comedy clubs, just the advent of the
Uh,
comedy club going down.
I don't know, maybe. Well, I don't really know. I've only seen one comedy show, so I don't know anything about the business or how it's doing. But
Yeah,
you've got a lot of people doing their like comedy specials on Netflix and stuff. So
yeah,
that's just a whole nother avenue in a way.
yeah,
But
definitely,
but
definitely.
you can't really replace like the
A live show.
yeah, yeah. Like
Yeah, I definitely
if
understand.
you just had a guy standing in a room telling jokes to an empty room, it wouldn't have the same impact as one on stage.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Um, I like these are, it's just me like speculating, because like from what I've seen, like people, I feel like that could be an avenue for comedians to act, but it's like the live aspect is definitely huge. It's like a band live. I recently saw this rapper live, like probably a couple months back. You're from New York. Have you ever heard of Wiki?
No.
Okay, well, he's a Brooklyn rapper, and he's dope. And I listened to his mixtape, and I was like, okay, this is good, but it's like, whatever. I saw him live, and he blew me the fuck away. Like, it was like, I was like, oh my God. And then I listened to his not live stuff, and it was the same songs, and I was like, okay, this is all right. Dude, live shit is it's like, if they're a good live performer, it's next level.
Yeah, yeah. You can't really compare that to just watching it online.
Yeah, exactly. It's different. I'll say that. It's like it's not necessarily better, but it can be, of course, but it's like a different experience. So
Yeah,
hopefully
yeah,
people will continue to seek out live stuff. But I feel like also less inclined to leave the house as technology gets
yeah.
better.
I wouldn't say it's dying at all. That'll go on forever. As long as there's people with stuff to do on a stage, they will do it on a
I,
stage.
I wouldn't say it's dying either. Okay, so I would say this. I would say if you showed me the stats and it showed a decline, I would not be shocked at all. Like even if it was just a small decline, because people just the access to good TV and good YouTube videos for laughs, it's like so accessible now. Years ago, you couldn't get that, so you went and saw a comedy show if you wanted some laughs. You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So people will see it online, and then that will increase ticket sales. Maybe.
True.
It's all.
That's definitely true.
Yeah. It's hard to
I mean,
gauge.
you look at Bo Burnham, who started out on YouTube and then became a full-fledged comedian, right? So
yeah.
it's shit like that. It's fucking Donald Glover started out on YouTube. Like when you see shit like that, it's so crazy.
Yeah.
Especially with what he's doing now. I don't know if you listen to his music, but you know, he just put out like a funk. You listen to his last album?
Which one was that?
Awaken My Love.
Yeah. That's actually the only one I've heard. I started listening to him to stand up. That was my introduction to him. But he's another artist who doesn't limit himself. Going back to that.
I mean, dude, he like you haven't heard his like any of his stuff leading up to Awaken My Love, but it was all way different. He was a rapper before that, and then he just comes out with this full-fledged like funk album.
Yeah,
it was ridiculous.
It's really cool.
And on top of that, it was insanely good. Like,
right.
What are some you delve into like outside of I guess animation? Like what kind of music do you listen to?
Oh, music. Let me pull up my iTunes. I guess it's I don't really have like specific genres that I lean towards. I guess it's just whatever I enjoy hearing in a way. Like Gorillaz is a big one. There's Beck and Moby. Recently I've been listening to this guy Jerry Paper, who does these really cool trippy kind of albums.
Okay, I'll have to check them out. Because one thing I noticed when I watched the flooding video, like the 3D video where it flooded at the end, and then the Close the Door, those two songs I like had to look up because they were like really good. I was like, fuck, man.
Right. The flooding one, that was, who was it? That was the Books. They're really chill. I like those guys.
Yeah.
And then the other one was Velvet Underground, which is like...
Oh, right. That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny. I checked out Velvet Underground when I was in high school, and I was just not a fan. Probably if I heard that song, I would be a fan, but I think most of their stuff isn't too much like that, is it?
Yeah, it's not really like that.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. So, a fun podcast, man. Thanks for coming on.
Cool. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so everybody go check out DeadlyComics YouTube channel, and his Twitter will be linked in the description. Anything else?
I guess that's it.
Yep.
Have a good day.
Yes, have a great day.